Hey, good morning, family. It's Pastor Jeremy. Just wanted to share some space and some time with you this morning. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope you had a blessed week. But one thing that's been on my mind a lot recently is just that the most encouraging thing for me in this season has been the genuine, life giving, heartfelt love shown from St. Lucar to St. Lucar. It really has been by far the most encouraging thing for me right now. But uh, uh, in the acknowledgement that love has been with us and present with us this entire time, I also acknowledge that in my experience, when love is at its height, that's also sometimes when hate feels like it has its time to shine. And so, in the spirit of having the power of God to overcome hate with love, and in the spirit of fighting fire with water, I wanted to share with you all one of my favorite poems, one of my favorite poets, Buddy Wakefield. And this particular poem is called The Gift of My Hate. At the concert for New York City in Madison Square Garden 5 weeks after 9/11, Richard Gere stood in front of millions of viewers and said, "We have the possibility to turn this horrendous energy we are all feeling from violence and revenge into compassion, into love, into understanding." The crowd booed him loudly, as if to say, "Hey, boy, we will not be caught dead acting like Jesus." As if Christ only published concepts he wanted us to thump instead of experience. Granted, compassion is a wounded word. It gets banged around in the junk drawer. It is not an entitled driver. It will not survive in California. Compassion is often the last player picked. So maybe Richard Gere should have used the word rest to suggest we curb the poison of reacting so fast. But journalists insisted that Richard Gere's proposal for love and understanding was the wrong time, the wrong crowd, and the wrong message. I remember being 27, watching this, feeling like some fathers don't tell their children, "I'm proud of you." Like an entire city had learned the language of well disguised death. Smothered in clever headlines and swarmy news reporters who years later failed to mention that a French man named Anthony Laris lost his wife, the mother of his children, with whom he was madly in love, to the terrorist attacks in Paris the week before. It was no more excruciating than what happened in Baghdad and Beirut in the West Bank. The difference is that 5 days later, Anthony was the only man to post a love letter from his son to the BBC, an open message to those responsible for killing his wife. He looked directly into their hungry little pained bodies and told them, "I won't give you the gift of hating you." Mm. The poem goes on from there, but I think it's interesting when we put the lens of response versus reaction on love. Love often is something that takes a lot of intentionality. Sometimes it's not something that you just snap into, but it's something that you have to think about. It's something that you work through how it must be done. And as our world continues to change around us, I'd love it if we continue to meditate and think about as we are met with people and as we're challenged with how we'll respond. I love it if we think about what gift we're giving them. I think in our interactions, whether we're giving the gift of love or whether we're giving the gift of hate. Because chances are, in order to give the gift of love, we might have to show some special intention. We might have to take a moment and think about our responses. But we also know that we're empowered to do so through the love of Christ and through the support of our community. I hope you all having a great day. I love you all very much, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.